I now call upon my sister BBG, Hannah Alper, for honorary lifetime membership.
Hi, as Sydney said, thank you all for staying on. I really very much appreciate it. Okay, to light my candle, I would like to call upon Sivan Seb, Dylan Stein, Jeffy Seagrell, Marlo Baker, Ben Schulian, Sage Siegel, Dylan Brown, Mitchell Garber, and to read, I call upon Michelle Tanner and Nicholas Wilhelm. I hope they're still here.
Nico, are we gonna count down?
Sure.
Okay, you do it.
3, 2, 1. By the power vested in us by BBUIO,
Lake Ontario
Region, we hereby welcome you, Hannah Alper, as a lifetime member of the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls. May you continue to lead with a free and joyous heart and a mind that is filled with the thoughts of deeds that are pure and noble.
We love you.
Love you.
Love you. Okay, 1 second. Okay. BBG means many different things to many different people. To some, it means friendship. To others, it means being a part of a Jewish group. To others, it means Jewish guys and A's at A. To others, it means sisterhood. And the list goes on. To me, BBG means all of these things. But it also means eternity. These past 4 years as a B'nai B'rith girl of chapter Genesis have meant a great deal to me, as they have given me so much. They have given me so many great friendships, leadership, social and political awareness, a strong and ever-present sense of Jewish identity, A's at A's, and a hell of a lot of fun. So no, I didn't join a new chapter all of a sudden called Genesis. This was from one of my mom's chapter board speeches. Although generations apart, those words still resonate so much with me today. All right, I've got 5 minutes to sum up the best 5 years of my life. I'm going to do my best. The feelings of sisterhood and friendship in this unforgettable organization is truly unlike anything else. I like to define my journey as BBG, before BBG, and BBG. In BBG, from the outside, life looked pretty freaking great. I was traveling, I was passionate, and I had an amazing family. And this was all true. In reality, I was getting bullied every day at school for doing something I loved and didn't really have people standing up for me. On a particularly hard night after a particularly hard day, my mom suggested I try BBUIO. She said, "You'll meet some new people, it's somewhere you can go every week, and you can go to that new co-ed chapter. Nicholas is there. This could be your place." That was my last day BBG, and it's safe to say that 5 years later, it still is and always will be my place. It's this incredible place that makes you feel special, empowered, and truly like you belong. Each time you put yourself out there, you get something back. Although I didn't really know what that meant at the time, this would be one of the best pieces of advice I could ever receive. Whether it was going to my first chapter program or convention or IC or summer program, each time I put myself out, I got something back. Sometimes that's friendship, sometimes that's lessons, sometimes that's Jewish identity. For me, it was all of that and so much more. While this experience is not what I expected from my last convention, it makes me think back to my first spring convention in grade 8 when I realized that piece of advice. I went in only knowing people from my chapter and didn't know what to expect. I ended up being in a bunk with this random, much taller girl with glasses named Sivan Staff. We stayed up that night until 3 a.m., probably feeling like rebels at 14 years old. I have no recollection of what we talked about, but I do remember how I felt. My mom always had this best friend named Jessica. They have been best friends since nursery school, literally. As time went on, I didn't think I would ever find my Jessica, my person. When I had that long night talk with that person who would end up being one of my best friends and the person sitting in front of me tonight, I finally got what being a BBG was all about. It's a support system, a community of hyper-uppers, and understanding of our experiences that we are all here for each other no matter what. And let me tell you, BBG is full of Jessicas. Because I put myself out there, I got incredible friendships in a sisterhood that will last beyond our time in BBUIO. Each time you put yourself out there and say hi to someone new, you get something back. I was honored to be elected as Regional Messiah in 2019. I wanted to create an even stronger bond in region and see to it that every Aleph and BBG's experience in BBUIO was as incredible as mine. While putting myself out there in a way that was really scary, I got so much out of it. I learned that you can't do any of this alone. Sometimes you all need to ask for help, whether it's from your passionate peers or the hardworking advisors and the powerhouse Kevin Goodman. And let me tell you, asking for help is a sign of strength. Together with my board, and the core of our region, the chapters, we helped our community grow and become stronger, along with helping each other grow along the way. I also learned that it is more than okay to make mistakes. It's truly a part of success. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got was from one of my biggest role models, Michelle Tanner, that I carried with me throughout my term, and it's to simply have fun. At the end of the day, that's what BBYO is all about. Trust me, you are not going to remember the titles you held or the number of members you recruited, but I promise you'll remember the people you met, the things you learned, and the memories you made. With this, I learned to live in the moment and be in the present. Don't spend too much time worrying about a milestone or an event you're planning, rather than enjoying the way there with some of the best people you'll ever meet. I learned that it's so much more important to ask people how they're doing rather than what they're doing. As you can see, I got countless things, and the last thing I'll share is that leadership is not a position or a title, but an action or example. The best people I've met in BBYO, the ones that have and continue to inspire me every day inside and outside of this movement, don't inspire me because of their position on our board or their speech at separates. They inspire me by example, showing the kind of person they were with different qualities like bravery, ambition, kindness, or confidence. These were the qualities that I looked up to while making it my own. Another thing that I got when I immersed myself in different experiences like summer programs and at regional conventions was my Jewish identity. BBYO has helped me discover and honor my Jewish identity, and I learned that Judaism is truly what you make of it. One of the reasons why this is such an incredible community is because we all have our Judaism in common. It's always been this incredibly safe place that you can't really describe to anyone else. They just don't get it. This is so needed with everything going on in the world. I say this because when you put in the time to listen to the prayers at conventions and be in the moment, even if you don't fully know what it means, you truly do get a Jewish escape and a deeper sense of your identity. Before BBYO, I was always cautious of presenting my full self to people. My awkward side, my funny side, my kind side, my activism side. I felt that in order to get friends and be successful, I had to mask at least one side. Looking at myself now, I am an unafraid and confident person, leader, and woman. Know that to fully experience all of the awesomeness of not just BBYO, but life, you have to be completely and fully yourself. Lastly, if you can, please go on any kind of international experience, whether it's international convention, CLTC, or ILTC. Not only are you given the tools to grow as a leader and empower others to grow too, but you will meet some of the best people from around the world and share incredible experiences. Imagine that wherever you go in the world, you have someone to hang out with. That's what summer experiences are all about. I'm lucky to have met some of my closest friends in places from Wisconsin to Pennsylvania and to have them here tonight. Thank you. I don't know exactly how else to express my gratitude for the experiences and people that have shaped me into the kind of person I am today. Whether you were one of the first people I talked to in grade 8 and gave me that first sense of belonging, or worked with me and supported me through the ups and downs of leadership, but had an insanely fun time on the way there, or made this completely unexpected, weird, and difficult time that much more bearable and sane for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly respect all of you in so many different ways. BBYO has given me the mental well-being, stability, and group of people I always wanted who would support and love each other unconditionally. To those that still have some time before doing this weird goodbye thing, you are so important and will find your people too. And along the way, you might just find yourself and your heart and home in this brotherhood, sisterhood, and movement, just like we all did. Everything that we do in our lives is always about leaving the world a little bit better than when we first found it. That's what BBYO taught me, and it's what all of you can do together. You can leave the region a little bit brighter, a little stronger, a little more visible, with a little more heart, with a little more home. Submitted with undying love for T-Pain, Spooey, Hot Dog Toasters, Gross, Anita Perlman clearly being alive and well, being amazing, screaming to the top of my lungs, Dylan Stein, Midget, Smurf, Tiny, 39 is really fine, 40 Shorties, Together We Will, Our Turn, CLTC 8 2018, ILTC 2019, Lador Vidor, KBK, Kahila, Dor Hadesh number 2404, Lake Ontario region number 36, the International Order, the class of 2021, BBG, my heart and home, every Aleph in BBG before me, and the ones that will continue after me. I forever remain Hannah James Alper, a damn proud honorary life member. So, okay, to blow out my candle, I now call upon Chandra Saffer-Spiro, Jaden Wright, Aaron Shapiro, Nicole Lang, Sonia Tameshtit, Taylor Levy, Leah Stein, and to read it, I call upon Arlie Marins.
By the power vested in me by Lake Ontario Region and the International Order of the B'nai B'rith Girls, I hereby induct you, Hannah Alper, as a lifetime member.